What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a fun puzzle because I'm going to be solving the hidden corridor. I've had my eye on this puzzle for quite a while now, and I finally decided to buy it. This puzzle is designed and created by Jean Claude Constantine and is rated a level 9 out of 10. The goal is to move these horizontal and vertical sliders to where you open up the hidden corridor to release this little metal ball. Well, without further ado, the hidden corridor puzzle. Alright, the hidden corridor puzzle in 3, 2, 1. Well, first of all, I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. I was reading the instructions on how to solve this, not actually, to actually know how to do it. But to start out, you're supposed to have this metal ball bearing on the outside and drop it in through this hole that looks similar to like a C. But mine already came inside the puzzle, so I don't know if that's going to make a huge difference, so we'll have to check it out. Besides that, I have no idea how to do anything else, so here we go. It's tricky because you start looking at it and you're like, alright, I'm going to start moving this one and this one. But in reality, you got to be paying attention on every single one of these sliders because you might miss something, and that's where you're going to go wrong. Now I feel like there has to be some kind of pattern here. It kind of reminds me of the waiter's tray. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of pattern here to release this ball. I also noticed that right here, it's got some little indentations, and I feel like if I tip it over, this ball can sit inside there and then maybe move the bottom piece down, but maybe not. All I can say is this is very complex. It's a lot of concentration. I don't even know how to comment on this because I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, I know I've made progress. Right now I'm trying to get this last horizontal slider to move, to go to the left, and to do that I need to get this out of the way, preferably down here so it could slide over. We will see. Okay, there we go. So that made it. That worked out. I'm still very lost. See, I feel like I've made progress, but then again, I don't know, did I? Am I going in reverse? I guess that's possible. You know what I think it is? Once I get this last vertical slider all the way down, I should be able to pop this ball out. I should. That's the hope. Alright, so I think I'm kind of getting the hang of this right now. It's very similar to the waiter's tray, to where you use this top slider here and this top slider here to do most of the work. In other words, to move all other 3 or 6 of these sliders, it all depends on how you move these outside 2. So, like I said earlier, I believe once I get this pin all the way up through here to here, this ball right here should be able to pop out of this hole. I think, like I said. So now I got to work on getting this last slider to move down 1, so this pin will be up in that area right there. Okay, so there we go. Come on, you there? That has to be it. Oh, there we go. Holy crap. This battery's about to die. But that took a minute. Yeah, right. 1 hour and 16 minutes to solve. Holy cow. I don't even know what to say. That's incredible. Well, there you have it. Alright, so I finally got this puzzle back together, and I've got the ball bearing in the starting position where it should be. So when I first opened this puzzle, the ball bearing was all the way over here already. And technically the puzzle was started, and I basically just finished it. So I'm going to show you a brief explanation of how this puzzle works and how to solve it. Okay, to start off, you should get your puzzle in the mail something like this. Your ball bearing should be inside of this hole right here, the one that looks like a C. And you're going to have to use these little cutouts right here to move that ball bearing all the way down this corridor to get finally out of this hole right here. So to start off, all you need to worry about is moving that ball bearing. And to do that, you've got to use these little pegs to move it through this little maze, to therefore use these cutouts to move it along. so I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so now if you take a look, the ball bearing is right here in its original position. So now I've got these two vertical sliders in the position to where you can get this ball bearing over to the next corridor. If you take a look inside your puzzle, you'll see the corridor thing, and there's room for the ball to sit like down in the corridor, but then there's also a smaller cutout to where the ball can't slide all the way down. And to bypass that, you're going to have to take your puzzle, turn it upside down, and then push this top one over. Once that ball gets in there like that, you're going to push it over like that. Flip your puzzle back over. Push it again. And now your ball bearing is in the second corridor or indentation in the puzzle. Now you're going to have to do the same thing, but it's going to require more steps to get this third slider down, to then move it. You're going to turn it over again once you get this one down. You're going to push it in again and then pull it back, and then it'll be in the position where it should be so you can extract it from this hole. Now when you're doing these steps, it's going to get increasingly more difficult because there are more steps to lower and move all of these sliders. So once you finally get your ball bearing to the final extraction point, you're going to get this pin all the way up to the top here. And once you do that, your ball bearing is going to be able to come free. All you're going to have to do is flip your puzzle over, tap it on your hand, and your ball will come out of this extraction hole. Now once you finally extract the ball from the puzzle, you have technically solved it. But if you want to be able to solve this puzzle again or let somebody else solve it again, you're going to have to put it together. So what I did is I took the ball out and then I reversed all of those steps so it looked like it did in the beginning. And then I put the ball bearing back inside it, and then your puzzle will be set for the next person to use. Alright, so that was a brief explanation of how this puzzle worked and the required steps that it takes to solve it. If my explanation wasn't detailed enough for you, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will do my best to help you figure out what position you are stuck at and help you get past that. Now if I had to rate this puzzle, I would leave it at the rating it is now, which is 9 out of 10. There's nothing that stood out to me to be like, hey, this was easy or more difficult than I thought it would be. So in that case, I am leaving it at a level 9 out of 10. That's all I got for you today. Make sure to leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And if you're not already subscribed, what are you doing? Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.